It is time for a conversation with Father Matt Frisbee. Time for Sports Roundup. Good morning, Father Matt.
Hi, Father.
Well, good morning, Dave and Ron, and all our listeners. Good to be with you this morning. Yes, I suppose all the talk is the World Cup, to which I have watched none.
Likewise.
Oh, I've watched. It's been
Yeah.
fun, actually. I've enjoyed it. I know nothing about soccer, but just to see it.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I know about soccer is you want to score a goal,
Yeah,
But,
yeah. And there are not many of those scored, by the way.
Yeah, that's right. The one thing worth noting, as you were alluding to a little bit with food, but maybe a little differently, is the people from other countries who have come here to the United States of America, never been here before, and actually being pleasantly surprised at America. I think all the things they had heard in the past about our great country, about it not being so great. Well, they came here and found out, actually, this is a pretty great country. And that's a good reminder to all of us Americans as well that, just like any country, we've got our issues and we've got our problems, but this is actually a truly great country.
Yeah, and the things that seem to be sticking out are Costco and Waffle House. So there you go. You can't get more Americana than Waffle House, for goodness sake.
No, that's true. So, but, in the world of sports, we should talk about this. We normally don't talk about basketball all that much, but somewhat locally, the big news for the University of Michigan, their head basketball coach, Dusty May, who led them to a national championship this past year, has decided to take a job in the NBA as the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks.
Oh, my goodness.
So,
I did not know that.
Yeah, crazy news. He really, I think, was there just 2 years at Michigan and was clearly building a machine because, say, this past year, Michigan had a heck of a basketball team that really kind of rolled their way into that national championship throughout the tournament. So that changes things for them a little bit. So that's the big news in the world of college basketball, no doubt. Usually we don't hear anything about college basketball until we get to the tournament. And so I think they've promoted maybe one of the assistant coaches as an interim coach. I forget his name, but we'll see what that does for the University of Michigan.
Yeah, today, this evening, he's got 3 guys going in the top 20 from Michigan, it's predicted. So they're joining him in the NBA as well.
Yeah.
Looks like Mike Boynton is going to be the interim coach there in Michigan.
Yeah, that's right, Mike Boynton. That's right. And that, of course, Dave, you just alluded to a point, too. Tonight, the NBA draft, which is not nearly as much fun as the NFL draft.
No, not nearly.
So, we've got that, and then just in the world of baseball, we should shout out the Tigers here. They took a 3-game sweep of the White Sox over the weekend, which kind of really puts the Tigers back in things a little bit more. The Guardians, the Tribe, despite all of their injuries, somehow have maintained right around 500. They lost to the White Sox last night, so the White Sox and the Tribe are tied for first in the AL Central. Going into last night's game, despite all those injuries of, namely, and first and foremost, Jose Ramirez, but also Chase DeLauder and Angel Martinez. Going into last night's game, Tribe still had a third-best record in the American League. Which it wasn't saying much. The American League's not very good. But, we're kind of just going through big series for the Tribe this week with the White Sox. I don't think any of us, when we looked at the schedule earlier in the year, thought that was going to be the case, but this is the case, and we get closer to the All-Star break.
Did you make it down for any of the Mud Hens games where Justin Verlander pitched?
I did not. My mom did. And then a parishioner over at, of course, my mom, she went to the game, but I don't think she was too worried about Justin Verlander. but then also a parishioner from Sacred Heart in Fremont sang the national anthem at that game.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. But Verlander, I saw this the other day. He's back on the IL having some hamstring issues.
Yeah.
So, he's older than I am, I'm pretty sure. Incredible pitcher, Hall of Fame pitcher. There's no doubt about that. But he might be at a point in his career where it might be time to call it quits.
Yeah, I would think so.
I did hear his comment, and you just confirmed it. He said, I'm a little older than Father Matt Frisbee, but I wish I had taken care of myself the way he has taken care of himself. I'd probably be in better shape. That's what he said. I don't know.
He clearly followed the wrong path. Yes.
Yeah, no doubt.
What are we hearing college football-wise, Father? Still lots of conversation about what's going to be happening in the wild, wild west of college football.
Well, we just keep getting closer. A couple weeks ago, I remember seeing there was a player from Texas, I think a defensive lineman, who trash-talked a lot in that first game last year. And he said, well, we're coming for Ohio State this year.
Oh, good.
And, of course, part of it, I want to say, well, the game's in Texas, so I don't know why you're coming here for the game.
Well, anything we could get for chalkboard material, that's good stuff.
Yeah, that's right. So that will not be the first game of the year for the Buckeyes. I think they start the year against Ball State, I want to say. But certainly one of the big games in the non-conference is Ohio State, Texas.
Good. A lot happening. It's always a busy time in sports. There's so many different sports that converge at the same time. And we're kind of in a transition period now, but it's great to latch onto these sports, and then you get captivated by them. When you get tired of them, it's time for a different sport to start up. So that works out pretty well.
And look, we're all just waiting for football. The rest of it, I know you guys are baseball guys, but other than that, we're just filling in until football season comes back around. So getting there.
Right. Dave, baseball's great. Get on board.
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah.
It's the American
I love watching
pastime.
it live.
Yeah. Father Matt Frisbee, always a joy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless.